Hi, you guys, and welcome to the Nosy Bystanders Live. I am your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. That's one word. Okay. So, we're here to talk about some more news, some more mess. It's always some mess. Before we get to the news, meet my co host. She's a little quiet today. She's been through it today. It's been raining today. She's a little quiet today, but there's the co host. And so, we got a lot of stories to begin with. I know you're probably looking at why is Twitter even up on the screen? Lord, that's because Cardi B and the clan decided that they are had enough with somebody. We don't know who that somebody is because apparently nobody ever says anyone's names anymore. But there's a strong inclination that she's referring to the rapper by the name of Bia. So I guess we're just going to figure out what that is. But we're also going to talk about them building a water park on Lake Lanier. We're also talking about more Kate Middleton news and other stuff. But before we get to these stories, let's see who's all in the building. Okay, we gotta see who's all in the building. Y'all, it's Friday. Hope you got paid today. Did y'all get did y'all get paid today? Did y'all get paid today? Hello, Stephanie. How you doing today? Hello. Is it Angela and Engler? I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Cammy on the go. Hello, Chaz Princeton. Hello, Jess. Hello, Bomb. Hello, Lachelle. Lachelle? Is it Lachelle? Hi, Lachelle, all the way from Facebook. How you doing? How's it over there? Is it quiet? How you doing, Facebook? Hello, Callie. Hello, is it Sylvie? Sylvie 414. How you doing today? Hello, outspoken introvert. What's up, Broderick? How you doing? Hey, it's been a while. It's been a while. Hello, greatness always. This is Relisha again. She said, then people want to dive into death dealing with Lake Child. We're gonna get to Lake Lanier, honey. Hell, we might get to that story first. Because I don't know if a lot of people, Black people at least, know the story of Lake Lanier. But if anybody doesn't, don't worry, I'm going to give you the crash course. Hello, Mrs. Shell. Hello, Robin. Hello, Mish. How you doing today? Hello, Nasha. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Auntie Tonisha. How you doing? Hello, Jay. Hello, Yada. Hello, Millie. All the way from Facebook says hello. How you doing all over Facebook? Hello, Christina. Hello, Tyal. Is that how you pronounce your name? Hello, Carmel. Hello, Tamika. Hello, and Amy. And Tan and Amy. How you guys doing? So if you came in and I missed you, I apologize. We got to get to Lake Lanier. You know what? Let's get to Lake Lanier first. Because I feel like that story is. I feel like the first thing you should hear about is Lake Lanier. So I'm below the screen up so you guys can read it. This is from WSB. I'm sorry, WSB TV2. Okay, that's WSB TV2. Shout out to WSB TV2. Talking about Lake Lanier, I'm going to go down the article. They said Georgia's first water slide coaster to open at Lake Lanier this spring. Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? If you guys don't know the history of Lake Lanier, there used to be a settlement there from post Civil War, so just after slavery had been abolished in 1865, and so a lot of Black people lived there. Prior to even post Civil War, Black people were just living there. Then what happened was they basically bulldozed the entire area and turned it into a lake. So your ancestors are cradled just underneath that water slide. A lot of people didn't know that your ancestors are probably cradled underneath that water slide. But the article goes on. It says Hall County, Georgia, Margaritaville. Margaritaville, baby. Now, why would you think that was a bright idea to build? Y'all, if y'all know Margaritaville is the big brand that sells the blenders, but they also have restaurants all over the country. Um, Gosh, why would they even do something like that? Golly, the article just hit me right in the face. But Margaritaville at Lake Lanier's Island is taking the first step to building the state's first water slide coaster, which will open as part of its new Fins Up water park this summer. The water park held a ceremony Wednesday to welcome groundbreaking on the new rides. Officials announced they gotta sign some steel on the Apocalypso, which will be the centerpiece of the tower of the four slides. This is kind of what the mock-up looks like here, if you guys can see it. But naming the slide Apocalypso, listen, this is to the audience. Let me zoom in. This to the audience. If you take your Black or white behind, I don't care what behind. If you watching this news story and you take your behind to Lake Lanier and take yourself down a water slide that says apocalypto, go ahead and kiss your kids goodbye. Because are you insane? Are you insane to go down a water slide called apocal? The article is just every inch of the article gets worse than the last part. Um, the article finishes out and says the monumental investment marks the most significant expansion of Margaritaville at Lake Lanier's island in decades, added Georgia's largest slide complex to the water park, boasting an impressive 15 slides in total in 2024. That's what the park officials wrote. Mm, look, you could be crazy if you want to. You could be crazy if you want to, but you go down a water slide it's first of all, it's at Lake Lanier, okay? But you go down a water slide at Lake Lanier, name the Apocalypto. Baby, go ahead and go ahead and lights out. Lights out. Let me hear from you guys. Good Jesus. Love your content and quality. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. This from Broderick says, man, just put some Lowry seasoning in the water. Ancestors gonna be eating good. Does that mean that you're going to go down that slide, Broderick? I hope not. You've been a fan of the nosy bystanders for some time. I hate to lose you to a water slide. I'd hate to I'd hate to lose you to a water slide, Broderick. Hate to do it. What's up, Kara? How you doing today? Broderick continues and says, there's no someone didn't tell them this was a good idea. There was no one telling them it was a good idea. Apparently not. I guess money talks in this instance. And I guess they didn't really care to hear what anyone had to say. They just said, why not? Seems like a good idea. It does not seem like a good idea. Lake Lanier is riddled full of horror stories about people who just the water was just still and their boat just capsized, or people went out there fishing and somebody got lost. It's always just a horror story about that lake. So to build a water slide on the lake seems pretty asinine, if you ask me. Doesn't seem like a place I would visit. That's just on the strength of my ancestors. You understand what I mean? Like, that's just on the strength of my ancestors. Like, why would I be crazy enough to do something? That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. This is from Tasia, says water slide at Lanier. The disrespect. Not only just the not only just the ridiculous of it, but really the disrespect. I have this theory that one day our ancestors are going to wake up and then you'll see real hell on America. You know what I mean? Like, our ancestors aren't quite awake yet, but when they be listening. They because they're black, because they be ear hustling. Because they ear hustling, but they're not awake yet. You know what I mean? They're not awake yet. Wait till they all just wake up. You know what I mean? Wait till all of our ancestors just wake up, because like, what in the world? That's from Chas Princeton, says, they love playing in our faces with this type of foolishness. I feel like every time you say something like that, I think you're screaming, Chaz. I think you're screaming. But yeah, what kind of foolishness is this? And from Margaritaville. I used to love Margaritaville. Even when I go to Vegas from time to time, I go to Margaritaville. You know what I mean? So for them to do something like this, it's crazy. Doesn't Margaritaville have a cruise? What's up, Sierra? How you doing today? Broderick says, I hope they got enough of that money for those wrongful death suits. I'd be interested in to know who is Margaritaville's investors. Who's investing in this garbage? What's up, Unique? Says, hey, girl, I'm back. No vaccine talk today. Please, no vaccine talk today. Is it Arica? Hi, Arica. Hey, nosy cousins. Arica says, they think we forgot. What happened? I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. I don't know. This article is just horrible. But, shout out to Margaritaville. Shout out to the idiots who are going to go down 24 water slides. Name Apocalypto. That's what they named the largest slide there, Apocalypto. You're just asking for no one to attend. Now, shout out to the white people because we got white nosy bystanders. Y'all, please, especially the ones in Georgia, I implore you, if you watch this show, don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to your family. Don't do it. Just don't do it. That place is riddled full of bones and memories. Okay, that place is riddled full of bones and memories. You do not want to even take the risk. I don't care if you and your husband just bought a boat. Don't do it. That's why Black people don't go there. Black people just don't go there. We just know. You know what I mean? We just know. So if you are a white nosy bystander or a nosy bystander with a boat, just don't do it. Okay, just don't do it. This is from Jerica. Hey, Jerica says Tamika Foster is trying to get. Oh, I think that's for someone else. This is from Mrs. Sasha LaRue. How you doing? She said, hey, new subby here. And you got me through today. I found you today and pulling up my chair for the first last stream. Well, we appreciate you, Miss Sasha LaRue. We appreciate you being here and pulling up a chair and being extra nosy. We appreciate that. Our show's a little entertaining. You get a chuckle, you get a talking to, you get some news, and then you move on about your day. So yeah, there's that Lake Lanier story. We're gonna just move along to the next one. I want to get to this United Airlines story. Ooh, child. United Airlines, baby. What's going on? Not United Airlines. Don't say that. That was alleged. Boeing. Okay, the story's about Boeing. Okay. Boeing, baby, what's going on? Now I fly quite frequently. Last year alone, I racked up 35,000 miles. So I'm a frequent flyer, if you will. Okay. And that was last year by itself. Okay. So I'm a frequent flyer. And I feel like a lot of you nosy bystanders are frequent flyers too. So you're very conscious of your airline safety, right? Take your shoes off, take your watch off, lift your arms up, put your hands up, the rigmarole, if you will. Well, Boeing being the largest aircraft manufacturer, actually, is Boeing the only aircraft manufacturer? Because what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what's happening? Is Boeing the only one who will make planes? Because that's concerning if they are. Well, an article came out 24 minutes ago, said that a United flight lands safely in Oregon as the air panel, which you can see from this image seen here or here, whichever direction it's facing, flew right off mid-flight. First of all, that plane looks like it's made out of wood. Okay, no tea, no shade. But the panel just, could you imagine? Not the person sitting just above the panel, but the niggas in the back. And you just casually drinking your $8 gin and tonic. And a panel just flies past your window at like 30,000 feet. The audible gasp I would have let out. Seeing with a cocktail, with a cocktail in one hand and an air panel just flying next to me. But yeah, ooh, child. Let's get to the article. But first, I want to get to some of your comments. Thank you very much, Chess Person. Smash that like button, y'all. Don't be ignorant. As from Unique says, it's going to, the white person is going to try it. She's talking about the water slide if you just joined us in our previous story here. Just rewind backward. What's up, Kawana? How you doing today? Hello, Stephanie said, no, there's Airbus. Okay. I've yet to see an Airbus. I've never gotten on an Airbus plane. I guess that's usually for like shorter, mid-short range flights, however you say that, but okay. Good to know. Kelly said, no, Temu. Apparently, Temu was building these planes, but I want to get to the article. Is this the article here? It's this one right here. So this article comes from Times Now News. And again, it said United Airlines flight land safely in Oregon. Airlines say no panel lost in the air. No, it was lost in the air. Earlier, it was reported the United flight from San Francisco lost a panel mid-air. However, the airline officials have denied those reports. They're going to lie. There's a dead whistleblower, just FYI, if nobody knew that. There's a dead whistleblower. If you guys didn't know, he worked for Boeing for a number of years, retired from Boeing and became a whistleblower. And then they found him in his car Well, a good friend of his for over 20 years went and talked to CNN today and said, he told me if anything happened to him, Boeing did it. She said he is of sound mind, and he said there was nothing wrong with him, but if something tragic happened to him, Boeing did it. That's allegedly, but those are his last words, not mine. It says update. You said it was reported that the United Airlines flight from San Francisco lost a panel midway. However, the airline officials denied those reports, saying the panel landed safely in Oregon with the plane. Aircraft did not declare an emergency into MFR, which is the airport, as there is no indication that the damage during the flight. A spokesperson responded to Time Now News's email. I guess that was it. I don't believe them. I definitely don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I guess we'll find out in the morning when that panel lands on somebody's car or their house. This plane upon closer inspection, this plane looks like it's made out of wood. It looks like something the Wright brothers threw together. It looks like it's from Temu. Flying is becoming less and less safe. Now, I don't like Elon Musk, but shout out to him, because remember back in 2008, 2009, when he wanted to bring light rails across the United States? And the Koch brothers went out on a smear campaign saying it was dangerous, it was this, it was that. And people were like, yeah, but I can get to Cleveland and Chicago in like 2 hours. I feel like we should invest in that. And they were like, no, because they wanted to protect those old rickety train tracks from Amtrak and this garbage, wherever the garbage is set. This crap. We could have light rails in the United States. Just FYI, if you guys didn't know that. We could have had light rails. We could have been on the ground safely instead of these hoopties, these air hoopties, because that's what these are. They're air hoopties. Every other day, there's another story coming out about Boeing's planes. Obviously, Airbus is not pumping them out fast enough. Let me get to the comments. What's up, Cookie? How you doing today? This from Tarnisha says, Steph, how you doing, Tarnisha? This is from Stephanie. Steph again. Airbus 320 are still operating. Oh, okay, good to know. This from Jennifer says, miss seeing you, girl. Hey, Jennifer. This from Unique says, they got the products from Amazon. It's giving they got their products from Amazon. Because what is this? Or this, whichever direction this is. What is this? We're in the air. Y'all have to understand. There are lemons in the air transporting thousands of people. Lemons. Do you understand the catastrophe behind that? Imagine your high school car. If your parents weren't well off and you got a used car, imagine the car you drove in high school. It was rickety, the shocks were bad. Now imagine putting that in the air. You wouldn't trust that in the air, would you? So why are we trusting this or this, whichever direction it's at? Why are we trusting this garbage in the air? Boeing, please come to the front. Come to the front. Come to the front. Let me get to some of your comments. This from Tasha said, this is why I don't like to fly anywhere. Yeah, I understand your sentiment. I don't hate flying. I'm not afraid to fly because I figure, hey, look, if I'm on the plane and it goes down, this is where I was supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I kind of like make peace with it every single time I get in the air. I just make peace with it. I don't get, tipsy or nothing. Like I just make peace with it. I was like, look, God, if this is the last stop, this is the last stop. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people don't make peace with it because I think a lot of people just have a fear of death, but you gotta make peace with it, then when you land, you thank God, you didn't have to hold your ankles tight and, prepare for landing. So, but your sentiment, Tasha, is the same as a lot of people. They don't fly because of rickety shit like this or this, whichever direction my still shot's in. People don't want to do it. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't. This from Unique says, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Honey, it always is. It always is. Let's get to our next story. What was our next story? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, let me get to our next story. Which I don't really understand what this story quite is developing into. It's about Cardi B and the rapper Bia. I'm not entirely sure what this story is, but I saw this tweet. I saw it like when it was posted within 6 minutes. So I bookmarked it. Cardi B has now deleted it because she's a tweeter and deal. Look, Cardi, I love Cardi B. I do. I want to just make that clear. So in case any of her fans come to the or in the crowd, I like Cardi B, you know? But her inability to control her emotions is concerning to me. As a viewer and a person who's bought merch and a person who has bought, singles off of iTunes and stuff, like a true supporter, right? So I get to say I get a word in edgewise. But Cardi B's inability to control her emotions online when she thinks somebody's talking about her, or when she has an inclination that somebody is about to sub diss her or what have you, it's like, it's concerning because it's just like we don't care about that. But at the same time, though, Cardi B does have the she gets the right to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. She does. Cardi B does. She gets the right to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. But at the same time, though, it's not what your fans really want to see. I don't care to see you arguing with Bia. I didn't even know who Bia was until I looked into this story. So you're already arguing with somebody who's literally a no name, no shade, no tea, no shade. I'm sure people love her and the things that she's done, whatever those things are, you know. But I had to look this woman up. You know what I mean? That's how insignificant the whole whatever we're getting ready to read is. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It's from Live Well. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. You said Boeing controls the FAA with money. They will never ground Boeing without push from real Americans. No, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. They busted up the airline union so bad. It's not even worth getting into the union anymore. The during the Reagan administration, remember the air traffic controllers union when they were overworked and they were tired and they were like, "There's too many planes in the air. You need to hire more of us, but you need to pay us more." Yeah, they were behind that. They were behind Ronald Reagan busting up a union. It was disgusting. But no, you're absolutely correct. I appreciate your thoughts on that. Yeah. So Brittany says, I've always said if God wanted us to fly, he would have gave us wings. That's true. That is true. That's good. I got no rebuttal. That's actually a true statement. Okay, so let's get into these tweets that caused Cardi B to be a topic of conversation here today. So Cardi B, you may not be able to read it because it's really small, but Cardi B posted and said, she tweeted and deleted it. She said, "It's going to be a sad day if I post receipts, but if you're right, but for right now, I'm all tunnel vision." She said, "It's going to be a sad day if I post receipts, but for right now, I'm all tunnel vision." Basically, like, I'm focusing on my work. I'm not really focusing on this. So I had to go to the comments. I'm like, who is she talking about, y'all? Who's she talking about? They were like, "Oh, she's talking about Bia. She's talking about Bia." I said, "Who the fuck is Bia?" So I go find Bia. She's an actual rapper. And then I had to go to Bia's tweets because I'm like, well, what was Bia tweeting that was so egregious? Well, 5 hours ago, Bia had posted laughing emojis just randomly. And then she says, "Ask and you shall receive." Again, very ambiguous. And then she posted, "It's getting weirder." And then she posted this music video. And I guess, if I take a guess, people are stating that, I think Bia is referencing that Cardi B stole her studio in which she produced this video. And so let me show you. So this is a little snippet of Bia's music video. I'm going to show you a snippet of Cardi's music video. No sound. You don't have to worry about the sound because I mean they're both, no offense, both the fucking songs sound the same. But let me show you a clip of Cardi B's video and then you can see that yourself. Hold on one second. Okay, so I have the video up here and I'm going to share my screen and then you're going to be able to see. It's right here in the corner. If you can see it just there at the top. So I guess Bia posted her music video saying Cardi B had copied the style of her music video. Except we just all found out who Bia was today. So Yeah. This is from Tawana said, "Hey girl, hey, how you doing? All the way from Facebook. How you doing, Tawana? Hello, everybody who just joined us. Welcome to Nosy by Standards Live. Right now, you can rewind the video back on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can check out the first earlier stories about Lake Lanier, as well as that Boeing plane that lost its panel midair. Right now, we're covering Cardi B. So if you just joined us, welcome. So I guess the music videos look alike, or maybe they were shot in the same studio. But if you're both from Atlanta, technically the studio spaces are small there, so they're just going to be small. You know what I mean? Like this one, Greatness says, actually like Bia. I wish she would stop. What kind? She's a rapper, right? What give us a notable song. What's one of her notable songs? This from T West. Said Bia has sampled the same song a couple years ago. Oh, there's a song. Okay, so there's a reference to the song that's being sampled. I didn't know Cardi B was sampling a song. Interesting. I guess I didn't hear it, but I guess it's there. Oh. But don't they all sample each other? Like, isn't that a thing in music? This from Tasha says, Michael and Janet did that style first. I guess so. But I think it's more reference to what T West said about the song being sampled. This from Unique Wilder said, it's about that song, like that, both trash. The song I'm saying. Unique, you be in the comments, honey, just cutting up, don't you, girl? She said, I'm gonna be in the comments cutting up. This from Yada. What's up, Yada? Said, who cares? Everyone is biting everyone nowadays. They are. But there's like this undertone with these women. There's an undertone with these rap artists that's like, I gotta be the first. I gotta be the first to have this wig. I gotta be the first to have this lip ring. I gotta be the first to have these background dancers. I gotta be the first. I gotta be the first. I gotta be the first. Well, why not just be the first millionaire in your family? Why not be the first person who's financially well off in your family? Why not be the first person who like does something? You know, why does it always have to, like, why does it always have to be a competition with other Black women? Not that Cardi B's not Black, but you know what I mean? But you understand what I'm trying to say? It's always a competition. And what makes it worse, again, I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. It's those motherfucking stans. If you don't know what a stan is, it's a super fan. It's the super fans that's making it worse. That's it. It's them. And these celebrities, these rappers, inability to control their audience. And I'm telling you, one day it's going to get really nasty. And the court of law is going to make these celebrities responsible for the audience that they are producing. Mark my words. Okay, timestamp it. Friday, March 15th at 5:30 p.m. I'm telling you, these stands are getting really, really, really bad. And they're the ones who are fueling all of this. They're the only ones who are fueling all of this. And to Cardi B, this message is for her specifically. Whoever has your phone number, okay, and they're sending you garbage like this to your phone, like, girl, guess who sub dissing you on Twitter? Guess who sub dissing you on Instagram? You need to block that motherfucking friend because that is not a friend. Because no friend that is in your sphere, in your circle, who claims that they love you would send you garbage like that to be beefing with somebody on the internet. Those are not your friends. Those are clout chasers. Those are yes men. Those are people who like to see your mental decline, your mental health decline. Those are not friends. Friends don't bring you stuff like that. Friends do not bring you stuff like that. Your friends should be having a various amount of topics about random shit, and you should not be the topic of conversation every time you're around someone. If you cannot anecdotally hang out with your friends and just be talking about the weather, what you're doing, your upcoming shows, events, their kids, your husband, you know what I mean? Like, your birthday, like just random stuff. And you can't be around your friends and just have conversations about random stuff and all they keep doing is bringing you bones. Those are not your friends. Those are not your friends. Those are not your friends, baby. Those are yes men who trying to bite off your shit. Okay. Let me get some of the comments from Broderick. Said Nikki better give someone her phone if she has to take accountability of what her barbs do. She should. She should. Nikki's the worst. Nikki is the one who started stan culture specifically on how they attack each other. She did. Because Beyonce stans be over there minding a business. You know what I mean? Rihanna's fans be over there minding their business. Ariana fans be over there minding their business. Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj's stans are the nasty ones. And they've cultivated a culture of stan culture that's dangerous, that's hyperbolic, that's violent. You know what I mean? That's vitriolic. All those nasty words. Nicki Minaj started that. That is of her doing. That is of her doing. It really is. And it's really sad too, because like we don't even get to listen to good music anymore. We got to listen to these celebrities crying and whining on the internet about, oh, this person's something. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You say you ain't lying. I know I ain't lying. I know I'm not. This from Francesca, all from Facebook. How are you doing, Francesca? Said, cause you got to be my cousin for real. For real. For real, for real. This is from Gat91 says, can't even enjoy you can't even enjoy music anymore. Every time you listen to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Bia, all these other just crying, these sad bitches, because that's all they are. They're just a bunch of sad women. You can't even listen to their music without antiquating their music to the beef that got their music where it was. You know what I mean? You can't even just listen to the music. You gotta, oh, remember when Cardi was beefing with Nicki when she released this? I don't want to hear that. I just want to listen to the music. I just want to bump the music in my car. Okay, that's it. Music so bad. I was listening to, what was I listening to? I'm about to show y'all what I was listening to today. You like, Steph, you ghetto. I know I am, but let me show you the album I was listening to today. Music so freaking bad. I had to take it all the way back. Oh, it's my favorite song. I was listening to this today. If you don't know this song, if you don't know this album, circa 2013 Atlanta, if you don't know this entire album, circa 2013 Atlanta, you're too young to be here, because this is Future's Welcome to Molly World. This is Future's Welcome to Molly World. He got a Molly girl. She want to go to Molly World. This is the album that broke Atlanta and Future's entire future. And it's so old, it's still on SoundCloud. Okay. So old, still on SoundCloud. I had to take it all the way back today. I said, let me go listen to a double cup of Molly. Okay. Get back to my roots. My roots. Okay. Had to get back to my roots. That is crazy. Okay. I had to get back to my roots. Okay. You know, Trapaholics Anonymous, DJ, what's his name? DJ. Not DJ Q. I forget what his name is. He's the one who did this album. Yeah, I had to go back to my roots, because these bitches always fighting. Let me get some of your comments. I know I'm missing a lot of your comments. This is from Nunu. Said it's because they used to sample the sample. I think I know that is correct. This is from Yada. Says, I wonder if she has a publicist. Who? Cardi B? I'm sure she is. I'm sure she does. Maybe she doesn't listen to him very often. This from Queen One of One. Said these girls are so sensitive. I would be flattered. And Bia, not the originator of this look. Yeah, I would be so flattered. I would be so flattered. I would be so flattered. Okay. If I was a music artist and somebody, I would just be flattered to just be in the presence of these people, you know? But the fact that they just always beefing, and the Twitter, the tweet and delete, gods, leave that shit. Leave it, man. Leave that tweet and delete shit, man, in 2012. Okay. Have we gotten to the case story yet? No, we have not. We're gonna leave that for the end. We're gonna leave that story for the end. This is from Queen One of One. It says, okay, haven't heard Bia's song yet. I don't even know when Bia released it, to be honest with you. Again, you guys, sorry, but I didn't know who she was until today. I just didn't know who she was till today. So I heard the song. You can go to her Twitter and play a snippet. I can't play it because of copyright, usage and stuff. But you're more than welcome to go to her Twitter. She pulled a clip. The clip is right here. It's this music video at the below that's not playing. But yeah, I didn't even know who she was, honey. I was just like, okay, well, what's happening? What is this? You know what I mean? My final thoughts on this. Look, God, I hope nothing cracks off in the middle of the night, because you know how these bitches be. They just can't shut up. Cardi B, just shut up, man. Just shut up. Just shut up, please. Like, just get to the money, get to the music, put out your second album, like, just focus on you and your music career, which is doing great, your husband, your children who are happy and healthy. Like, But this, I'm just more upset with Cardi because I'm just like, you know, I'm more upset with Cardi B than anything because I'm just like, just stop. Just stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's pathetic. It is, especially for her, especially at the level she's at. I mean, you won the probably the greatest Grammy that any nigga could win. Well, she's not a nigga, but any person could win, and you're like the top of your game. Like, why are you arguing with people on Twitter? Who cares? Then post the receipts. And this is the part that really got me about Cardi's tweet that she had deleted, saying stuff like, "Well, if I post these receipts, just post them. You think she gonna jump you? At least we'd have a story. You know what I mean? Just post them. Post the receipts, Cardi. All it is going to be Bia in her DM saying, "Hey, I love you. You're so great. I would love to collab with you." That's all the receipts ever are. It's just these bitches saying, giving them their flowers. That's all the receipts ever are. It's never anything tangible like her catching Bia, fucking Offset. It's never anything good. It's just some dumb stuff like, "Oh, here's your flowers, Cardi." Just post them. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Just post the receipts. You know what I mean? Or shut up. Okay? Or we're gonna be done covering your stories. We're just gonna be done covering your stories. Okay. And I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm not even trying to be mean. I had to do the same thing with Krishan. That's why I haven't covered Krishan in months. Because I was like, just shut up, post the receipts, do it, whatever you're gonna do it, or we're not covering you anymore. And we quit covering her because she wasn't doing nothing. She was just getting on the internet irritating the living daylights out of people. So I quit covering um Krishan, but I'm about to go quit covering Cardi B too, because this is getting old. Okay. It's getting a little old. It's from Darnisha says she never get to the second album if something this small get into her. She already completed her second album, you guys. She already completed it. It's already done. But her releasing the music videos for the second album is going to be really irritating if this is what we're going to have to go through for each and every song. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, we have to go through this for each and every song. I'm going to be really, really, really irritated. This is from Armani. Hey, Armani over from Facebook. Says Cardi said that she has an album date. Her next single, she'll announce her album. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. She does. Yeah. I wish she would just release it and just get off the internet. That's just my only thing. Just shut up. Just shut up. Release the receipts. Don't release receipts. Just be quiet. Because you're arguing with women who I just found out today that Bia never had a hit single that charted. Essentially, Cardi B, you're arguing with the help. You're arguing with the help. You're arguing with your nanny. You're arguing with your landscaper. You're arguing with your electrician. That's it. You're arguing with the help. This from Mosi said, was it Sweetie Cardi got into it at the Vanity Fair party? That's what they said, but until one of those videographers drops the audio, because those videographers are always waiting to sell their audio to TMZ. As soon as they're done negotiating which publication they'll give it to, we're going to get the audio. The same way that they did with Quavo and Offset at the Takeoff tribute. They claimed they weren't arguing, but then that videographer who caught the sound bite of them having a little tiff, he sold it to TMZ and we finally got it. So it's just really a waiting game. You understand what I mean? It's really a waiting game. This from April. How you doing today, April? It's from Sydney says, love how we all dedicated to stop paying Krishan any mind. Yeah, it was really easy because let me tell you why it was easy to ignore Krishan. It was easy to ignore Krishan Rock because she's so illiterate that when she talks, every other word is a swear word. So for me, as a person who covers news, I have to put that into an editing software and delete manually. You can use the beep, 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 but that always misses. Depends on the person's dialect and language and the way that they roll their tongues, the way that they do that. You won't be able to always catch the swear word. Sometimes you catch it too late or too early. So you have to go into manually redact all of the swear words. So if I have to do all of that to cover your story, I'm not covering your story. And anyway, your story is trash anyway. So that's a 2 for 2, right? Your story's trash, and I already have to edit your soundbite. It's not worth covering you anymore. At that point, it's not really worth covering you, anymore. So that's why I quit covering Krishan Rock. When something significant happens to Krishan Rock, like she went to Grammy, she has another baby, she gets married, something of significance, I'll cover her. But until then, she will not be covered by the nosy bystanders. At least not until something significant happens. Because if I have to go through an hour and a half live stream of Krishan Rock swearing every other word because she don't know how to say, except she'll say fuck, and you're just like, okay, here's another beep, 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 beep. You can't get a whole sentence out of her. Ask any person who covers Krishan Rock. That's why a lot of people stop covering her, because it's so much work just to hear what she's trying to say. You're like, oh, all you were saying is that you were going to the studio? That was it? I needed 37 swear words to say that? It's not worth covering. So until Krishan Rock knows that, until she figures that out, she's probably trying to figure out why nobody's covering her. But if she's listening, Krishan Bookie Boo, you better quit cussing. The least you cuss, the better coverage you'll get. And that's on GP. That is the truth. That is the undeniable truth. You can ask any person who screen records Krishan, who has a Krishan Rock fan page, any person who has a monetized page regarding Krishan Rock, ask them the biggest issue they got with Krishan Rock's live streams. It's the swearing. It's not worth the money. Because remember, once you upload that video, you're leaving it to chance whether the algorithm's going to pick it up and pump it for you. You understand what I mean? So if you have to do all that work for that little chance that this video might go viral and you might make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on it, it's not worth the effort of editing Krishan Rock's content. It's just not, to me. And that's why you don't see a lot of people covering her, because they're like, financially, it's not worth the risk. I can make money covering someone else who doesn't swear as much. But yeah, so Cardi B, my final thoughts on this Cardi B debacle with her and Bia. Just shut the fuck up, girl, or post the receipts. Get yourself better friends who stop carrying bones and sending it to you. Okay. And 2, stop being chronically online, catching what other people are saying. It doesn't matter. Cardi B seems like she's come a long way as an artist and as a mother and as just a woman in general, navigating the business by herself. Don't let these shortcomings of these type of people take you down, So are these my real nails? Sadly, no. These are, I don't know if you guys can see, but my real nails. I was eating peanut butter earlier, but I swear they're clean. But my real nails are right there. I'm taking the acrylic off. I'm getting them done. I'm taking the Gel X off, and I'm getting them done tomorrow. But yeah, that's where my real nails are, and these are clear tips. My nail tech be eating the fuck down though. Like, hold on. Can you see? Is that better? That's where my real nails. That's my phone. This is where my real nails are. My thumb. I don't know if you can see my thumb. You probably can't see my thumb very well, but yeah, it's there. Yeah. So I'm getting them done tomorrow. So I got to get the Gel X off, because I don't like when they file, I don't like them being soaked off. It hurts. So I'd rather just have it off like that. But let's get to our next story. We're talking about Kate Middleton next. I want to talk Kate Middleton. There's a couple of stories that came out. Shout out to the co-host. Hi, co-host. You're awful quiet back there. Did you have a good day? She did. She had a good day. She had a good day. She had a good day today. Shout out to the co-host. Please, y'all. You eat peanut butter with your hands? Well, I was eating it on an apple and it got caught up under my nail. Thanks for being nosy. If you really want to know, okay? You're so nosy about how I eat peanut butter, and no, I don't eat peanut butter with my hands like a Neanderthal. It was on a very large Fuji apple, and that's how I was eating. Okay, so let's get to our next story. Thanks for the peanut butter interlude. Okay, let me pull it up here. And this story is in regard to Kate Middleton. Stories in regard to Kate Middleton. Now, there was some news that came out. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me. Here it is. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so it's from the Daily Star, which is, I think, is a UK publication. It says Kate Middleton, dubbed chaos bringer of humiliation and mockery, and shining star fades. They really coming for her. They really coming for her. They really coming for her. They're really coming for Kate Middleton. Katie girl, what? Hold on. What did my co-host say yesterday? You in danger, girl. That's what my co-host said yesterday. Also, I'm gonna wear this pink dress. I don't know where yet, but it's so pretty. I don't know where I'm wearing. But my co-host said, Katie, you in danger, girl. What's up, Ryan? All the way from Facebook. How you doing today? April says, this Katie stuff is getting wild as hell. Come on, says, Steph, did you move? Physically? No. I've been here. This is just my closet. This area that you guys are looking at, this is my closet. These are my bags. I try to put all my shopping bags in one thing. This is my favorite bag. This is my Four Seasons bag. But no, this is just my closet. I know it's real big. It's the second bedroom that I turned into a closet because I don't like closets. Side note, I don't like closets. They scare me. They don't scare me in the sense of like claustrophobia. They scare me in the sense of like the top corners. I'm always afraid there's a spider up there. So I just don't do closets like linen closets. I don't like them because I'm scared of spiders. So I just turned this second bedroom into a closet. But thanks for observing. This is from Gabby. How you doing, Gabby? All the way from Facebook. Says some might say a nosy bystander. We do love nosy people, but let's get to this article with our good friend Katie here, because goodness gracious, honey, the way they chewing her up, honey, and spitting her out. They chewing her up and spitting her out, honey. Gosh, all these ads. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's get to the story. I believe it starts here. I'm gonna blow my screen up so we can all read it together, like we're in elementary school. Okay, like we're in elementary school. We can all just read it together. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple more of your comments, and I want to get straight to this article because I feel like I missed a lot. This is from Leola's and peanut butter on a spoon, like a real lady. I know. This from Live Well LA says, "Wow, tried to play you about the peanut butter in the chat." I know. That's why I'm not reading the chat, because y'all not gonna do is try to play me like I eat peanut butter like a Neanderthal. Okay, you can't even see the peanut butter in my nails. Well, maybe this one a little, but I tried to scrub it out. Because I don't know how you guys do it, but I have an extra toothbrush for cleaning under my nails. I don't know if y'all do that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I wear my nails pretty long. But yeah, that's me. Okay, so let's get into this article. It says Kate Middleton dubbed the chaos bringer of humiliation and mockery as her shining star fades. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, Katie. Katie girl, you getting Diana'd. And not in the sense, but in the like bad PR sense. She is definitely getting Diana, if you ask me. The article goes on to say the normally shining example of wonderment that is Kate Middleton has been her star status tarnished in the recent months and has been slammed as a chaos bringer for the royal family. Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, has been dubbed the chaos bringer of humiliation and mockery from the way of the disappearance of the Princess of Wales has been handled to the chaos over the heavily edited Mother's Day snap of Kate taken by the prince. The royal family appears to be going through one chaotic mess after another. It goes on to say that, and with King Charles dealing with his own cancer diagnosis and treatment, a leading critic is raging over the entire saga, claiming that Katie normally has a spotless image, has been tarnished. Gosh, I wonder where she is. She's got good hair too. I know this is. Oof. It says, while the world is losing it, there is still a Kate, a woman who has suffered a head-spinning, stunning nosedive from shining star to chaos bringer, from dignified future queen to global future of humiliation and mockery. The princess the world has known for years, perfect, polished, forever beaming and bearing of adorable chocolate boxy children. I don't know what that means. And you could tell a British person wrote this, has been replaced by a woman who has been brutally embarrassed, forced to issue her very first public apology of her royal career, and now finds herself in a place where the royals say so will now be doubted for years to come. Golly, this poor Kate. I mean, I know a lot of y'all don't rock with her because I know a lot of people just, but she's a woman. You know what I mean? I mean, like at the end of the day, I try to like line myself up with other women. You know what I mean? And so, you just you try to be kind to other women. You know what I mean? Like, because we saw what they did to hold on one second. We saw what they did to Princess Diana. We saw that with our own eyes, especially if you're my age. If you're my age, you saw exactly what they did to Princess Diana. And so it's just so sad to see, like, dang, they're about to do it again. They're about to do it again. Or maybe they only do it to white women. I mean, shout out to the white women. Still love you guys because we all love women. But like, dang, they're about to do it again, honey. And that is the crazy part. You're just like, dang, they really about to like Princess Diana, this lady. Now, there's another article that I want to get to. It says that a source tells US Weekly for her senior staffers have not been able to speak with Kate Middleton in weeks, and none of them have known about the surgery. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull the article. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to share this tab. And then let me get some of your comments because this is the article that I wanted to read. This is the article I wanted to read. Hold on one second. What's up, Zoe Baker? Says, I'm just nosy, y'all. We know that's why you hear. It's from SS. Says, I think they have Katie tied up in a bit. Don't say that. That's horrible. This from Greatness always says, Kate thought it was funny when they were trashing Meghan. Now it seems it's her turn. Wow. But here's the thing, though. I hear that rhetoric a lot on the internet. Like, well, she didn't do anything for Meghan Markle. She didn't do anything for Meghan Markle. It's, I hate to pull an Oprah, but it's like, is it that she didn't want to do anything for Meghan Markle, or is it that she couldn't do anything for Meghan Markle? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I hope I'm not being confusing. But like when people are like, well, she didn't do anything. But could she do anything? Like, how do we not know Prince William is violent? And if she would have spoke out, he'd have beat her senseless. You know what I mean? Like, how much of her life was in danger if she had spoken out? Hold on, y'all. Not my phone ringing. Hold on. It fell down and then started ringing. But you know what I mean? Like, how do we know that? Are we just spitballing it because one's white and one's black? Hello, just asking. This from Unique says, Katie is about to get Dirty Diana. I know, which is so sad. This from Tasia says, when she thought she was digging that place for Meghan, it has backfired. Oop. But I'm asking a question. It seems like nobody's going to answer it. Real quick, audience, if you're listening, was it that Kate Middleton didn't or purposefully didn't help Meghan Markle in her situation? Or was it because she couldn't? Like she was fearful? Something. You understand what I'm trying to say? Something. Like that's what I'm asking you guys. I'm posing the question to you guys. But while you get that question answered, let's get to this article. Okay. You guys still hear me? I'm just in the background, but I'll be reading it to you. It's from the New York Post, the New York Post, not the New York Daily Post. I know I always get those two mixed up. It says Kate Middleton senior staffers haven't seen or spoken to her and didn't know about surgery. It's causing concerns. Mm, 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 mm. Now, it starts off and says that Kate Middleton, it appears that Kate Middleton's senior staffers don't have knowledge of her post-recovery process. The Princess of Wales, who was 42, which I didn't know, had been recovering from abdominal surgery behind closed doors and since January. But according to those working for her, she's nowhere to be seen. What do you mean she's nowhere to be seen? Like, I know Kensington Palace is big, but someone someone should have been able to see her. That is crazy. The article goes on to say that a few of Katie's senior staffers haven't been able to see her or speak to her, and they didn't even know about the surgery until it was announced. So it's caught them off guard. And this is a source close to Us Weekly. It said the widespread speculation caused by the release of Kate Middleton's doctored family photo last week prompted sleuths to make claims not only about Middleton's health, but also about her whereabouts. And according to Kensington Palace insiders, the mom of three has only just started opening up to her inner circle about the nature of her surgery. It says, what's more, insiders claim that the princess's staffers weren't aware of the operation until after she had it. Only a few people know what's really going on, and they've tightened lipped, according to the source's outlets. It's confusing and causing some concern. The sources added that Middleton has only had a few visitors, including a cancer-stricken Charles III and his wife Queen Camilla, but it's otherwise covered and shrouded in secrecy. A second source says that the palace has been very hush-hush about Middleton's post-op recovery. And so Kate said that she feels she's entitled to heal and recuperate without all of the frenzied speculation. An insider adding that it was Middleton's decision to keep details of her surgery private. Neither Kate nor William think her medical records should be public consumption. Well, you are public figures and you are living off the dime of UK citizens. So yeah, they should know exactly what's going on with their money and the people who they are housing, okay? Because they're housing you, right? Like here in the United States, the president has a duty to tell us about his health. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that is a duty. That's why the president does his wellness checks at Walter Reed every year. And then he publishes his wellness checks at Walter Reed every year, because we have a duty as American citizens who elected you, right, to know about your health status, because then we don't want the ability to not be able to replace you. So no, unfortunately, Kate Middleton, if this is you speaking through one of your staffers, you do have a duty to tell your audience and the people who house you and your three greedy little children that about your health. Okay, they have a duty to know. Unfortunately, I don't know if she knew that or not. Maybe her privilege got a little bit of the best of her. The article goes on to say that she's trying to pay attention to all the rumors and the gossip. She's trying not to pay attention to the rumors and the gossip, and William is doing his best to shield her, but it's distressing. The Washington Post, or the New York Post, has reached out to Kensington Palace for a comment. Obviously, it's not going to come back. Prince William, for his part, has been out and about at various royal engagements this week, including the opening of the Youth Center in London, honoring his late mother, Princess Diana's Legacy Award on Thursday night. During his speech at the award ceremony, the Princess of Wales, 41, did not address the mounting speculation about his wife's health. The article goes on to say that this has been a stressful time for William and Kate, but they've made of tough stuff and are weathering through it, according to the sources in their outlets. The Wales found themselves under even more scrutiny this week as the photos previously issued by Kensington Palace are being placed under review by CNN. So CNN's also reviewing those heavily edited photos. What's more, France's AFP news agency has since announced that Kensington Palace cannot be deemed a trusted source for information. Ooh, I was putting on lotion. CeraVe. This is not a paid promo, but it is the best lotion. Also, too, I found out from my dermatologist, did you know that you're supposed to switch your lotions between summer and winter? Those are two different lotions. So this is what I've been using for the winter. And then I go back to using wherever my Eucerin is. Oh, and then in the summer, I go to using Eucerin. So CeraVe for the winter, Eucerin. These are not a paid promo. But it could be. But I go to using these two. But yeah, like this whole debacle is something else. This whole debacle is something else. Let me get to your comments. There's a lot of comments going, so let me make sure I'm getting to them. This is from So Libra says maybe they're never connected and never wanted to. So now maybe they will run. Kate, run. I know. Run, Kate, run. This is from Sylvie. How you doing, Sylvie? Says, I must say she couldn't. Kate may have kept the gate, but the queen and them owned it. Mm. She was more than likely fearful of speaking on Meg. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's just more simpler than I'm just not gonna say that because I don't give a fuck. I think it's more complex, and I actually like this answer a lot better. This from Greatness says, I cannot answer the why. I can only go by what's reported. It seems interesting. If Kate was suffering in some way at the hands of her hubby, it seems Megan would have been an ally if she knew about it. Remember, um not everybody discloses their whatever's happening behind closed doors. I'm not going to sit here and accuse Prince William of abusing Kate Middleton. I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. But also, you don't know what's happening. You know what I mean? We all thought Princess Diana and King Charles were King Charles were just the best couple until she split. And then we found out his dirty little secrets. We found out he was verbally abusive to her. She said he was horribly verbally abusive to her. You know what I mean? So we found that out. And then we also found out, which is so dirty, because a lot of people don't know this. I was reading into Princess Diana last night because I was a little curious because somebody yesterday's show had told us how Princess Diana found out about Camilla. What's even more dirty is Princess Diana was paying child support for the kids that Prince Charles at the time, King Charles, and his raggedy mother, who I hope is burning in hell, wouldn't even let her see. I don't know if a lot of you guys know that or not. I didn't even know that. I said, she was paying child support. What? I was floored. I was floored. I said, I didn't know Princess Diana was paying the CP or the CS. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were keeping her from her. She couldn't see them. That's why William and Harry have such very vague memories of their mother. Even though they were old enough for when she passed away, they should have remembered her more, but they remember her less. You understand what I mean? Prince Harry talks about it all the time. Like, I know of, and, he's like, I know of her, but I don't really know her. I don't know Diana. He's like, so I have to lean on to other people who are like, oh, I remember your mother. Oh God, she was so funny. She was so this, she was, and that sucks. Like, even when she was alive, she couldn't even see her own children. So if that is the type of family, child support to a prince is crazy. If that is the type of family that Kate Middleton has married into, you know what I mean? Katie, you in danger, girl. Okay, you was in danger, girl. Because the way that they are Princess Diana and you, and now remember, Kate Middleton, she does have access to the press. So I'm starting to believe that some of these good polished stories about her are coming from her sources. And the bad stories about Kate are coming from William and Buckingham Palace. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like Kate is like, I'm gonna put out a couple stories about me, but her stories are always in regard to her health and her privacy. I feel like those are Kate's sources. And I feel like the ones where they're like, oh, she's emotionally unstable. She's a wreck. She's tarnished her image. That's from William. And you can see the split. Because I'm like, how y'all got all these different sources telling y'all 6 different stories? Yeah, because half of those sources are coming directly from Kate Middleton, and the other half of those sources are coming from Prince William. They're splitting it. So she's telling a couple people a couple things, and he's telling a couple people a couple things, and it's giving very much we're about to be divorced. That's what it's giving. It's giving very much I'm about to lead this hoe, and her I'm about to lead this nigga. Okay, so let me put my stories out there that I just want a little privacy. Just give me a little privacy. And his stories are like, she's unhinged. Lock her up. Put her in what's it called? Put her in the London Tower. This is from April says his grandchildren are owned by the king or something like that. Oh, I'm not entirely sure how that works. This from Tazia says her mother is close to some of the media royal rats. That's how it's working. That's what I do believe. Now I do believe there's no way I don't believe that Kate Middleton's not pumping out her own stories. She is definitely pumping out her own stories. I don't care how you try to slice it. You know what I mean? I don't care how people are trying to slice it. Kate Middleton is putting out her very own stories, and she is trying to clean up her image before she walk away from that man for the last time. You understand what I mean? And also, too, here's the thing: if she does leave him, remember Harry and Meghan left together. They were a unit, and they were very loud, and they were very good at using the press in their favor. That's why they were able to leave essentially unscathed. But if Kate Middleton is leaving Prince William, remember when Princess Diana left, they were like, well, you can go, but the kids are staying. You think Princess Diana was going to leave her kids behind with that man? Do you think Kate Middleton wants to leave her children behind with that man and that father who did that to Princess Diana? No. And have another bitch raise her kids? No. So if Kate Middleton is trying to hatch her escape, she's got to figure out how to do it with her children intact. So it might be months and months and months and months and months before Kate Middleton's even able to leave. But I do believe that if she is plotting her escape, she's not leaving without her kids. I can guarantee you that much. You can say whatever you want to say, but I don't think she's gonna be like, you know what, I'm just gonna walk away. I don't think she's gonna do that. I do not think she's. I think that's why we haven't heard anything yet. Because I think if it was just as simple as I was married to a prince and now I'm getting divorced, she would have announced it. But the fact that I can tell that something is brewing, it makes me feel like she's trying to plot her escape from him. You know what I mean? But with her children, that's what she wants. But remember, Buckingham Palace and that royal family, they weaponize the absolute dog shit out of kids. They weaponize those kids like you wouldn't believe. They weaponize those kids so freaking badly. And there's 3 of them. So let me get some of your comments. This is from, hold on one second. Oh, gosh, I missed a lot of your comments. This from Tazia said, Kate could be bothered to help Meghan because things were going her way. For being called lazy for decades, she became the darling of the royal family while her team were busy leaking smears at 2 o'clock in the morning about Meghan. I don't know if I believe that part. I don't know if I believe that. I don't. I don't know if I believe that Kate Middleton was behind the leaks on Meghan Markle. I don't believe that. I believe that's what they want you to believe, but I don't believe that at all. I feel like that was all Buckingham Palace. They did it to Princess Diana. You know what I mean? They did it to Diana, and I don't see why they wouldn't do it to Meghan Markle. You know, I don't think it had nothing to do with Kate Middleton. I think Kate Middleton was just a girl on the throne, you know, like just a royal girl. I don't believe she was that deep into smear campaigns on Meghan Markle. I know a lot of people believe that, but I don't believe that because I think she's just trying to survive herself, you know. So what does she look like putting out a smear campaign against her sister-in-law, who she's probably going to see twice a year? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Like it literally doesn't make any sense. But again, I'm not in the royal news sphere, so maybe that's a common thing to do for royal members of the royal family to put out smear campaigns against each of your family members because the family's so big. You know, it doesn't just stop at King Charles. There's tons of ladies and lords and you know, marchionesses and things like that, and princesses. So there's tons of them like all over. So I don't know how the royal gossip circle works, but it seems like because the family is so big and because the royal family is so big, I could kind of believe that they would put out smear campaigns against each other because it's like there's no other royals in the UK. There's no other celebrities in the UK. Does that make sense? Like, you know how like here we have Hollywood, we have Halle Berry, we got Hugh Jackman, you know, we got Kanye, you know, we got Beyonce. We have so many celebrities. We have celebrities being made every day. But in the UK, like, do they have celebrities? You know what I mean? Like there are famous British people, but is their Hollywood big like ours? Or does the royal family make up all of Hollywood? And so if that is true, right, Tazia, your statement, I know it's a long-winded answer, but if that is true and the royal family makes up the lot of celebrity, right, then it would make sense that they will put out hit pieces on one another. Am I making sense? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? Like how our Hollywood is made up and comprised of different individuals from different walks of life. But the UK's Hollywood is made up of just the royal family and maybe a couple of other people. But that is the makeup of their celebrityism. Is just that giant family and maybe, Gordon Ramsay, you know what I mean? And maybe Adele, like random, Lily Allen, maybe just a handful of British people who also make up their celebrity. But for the most part, celebrity or the umbrella term celebrity is comprised of just the royal family. And if so, then yeah, I could see them putting out smear campaigns on and Idris and Idris Elba. Yeah, and what's his name? And just there's only a handful, what's his name? Mr. Hollywood, the guy from the Great British Bake Off. What is his name? Something Hollywood. I forget his name, but he's got those real piercing blue eyes. Just a handful of people, and all the doctors from Doctor Who. But yeah, they're it's just like a small group. It's like like David and Victoria Beckham. It's a small group of Hollywood. I'm sure the royal family makes up the larger pie of Hollywood in the UK. This from Ryan Legend. Hi, Ryan. Said Princess Diana was a modern day celebrity in her time. She was. She was. Princess Diana definitely was. She was. So, but back to that statement, because that statement's really gotten in my head. Like, is it possible? Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see Kate Middleton putting out smear campaigns against Meghan Markle. Because remember, Meghan Markle's new to the family. She don't know how shit runs. She doesn't know how press runs. She doesn't know how, getting your little team together to put out hit pieces on it. She doesn't know that. She only knows Hollywood celebrity. She does not know UK celebrity. So she doesn't know that putting out hit pieces means your own family, which is kind of crazy. Harry Styles. I love him. A little obsessively. This from Tasia said, when people thought Diana was innocent, she was busy leaking her own stories against Charles as well. Kate is the same position. All royals have their favorite puppet in the media. Yeah, that is true. But Diana, she whipped the media to her favor till they killed her. You know what I mean? She whipped them into shape. Because she knew she was making millionaires every day. I told you guys yesterday on the Nosy Bystanders Live that the photographer who produced the story of Princess Diana and Dodi Fayed on that boat, semi-hunching, I think he made about $1.5 million from that photo alone. And people don't know how he knew that they would be on that yacht out there in the what is it? Not the Caspian Sea, but the English Channel or wherever the fuck they were at. And they thought that Princess Diana leaked that to him, like, hey, we're gonna be on the yacht at this time. Come get your photo. Because she was feeding them. When you hear Nicki Minaj say, these bitches is my sons, no one's her son. When Princess Diana said, no, these bitches is my sons, she meant that. When she said she was putting kids through college just by a picture alone, she was doing that. She was putting your children and your children's children in college just by getting a picture of her in 1997. Do you understand what I mean? Like, she was really mother. That's why Nicki Minaj is so obsessed with her. That's why listen to Nicki Minaj's lyrics. She often references Princess Diana. But that's mother. That is who Nicki Minaj references as mother, because she was that when it came to the media. She was like, no, these bitches is my real sons. Come get this quick picture so you can eat tonight. She was like that. Because she was like, you guys already hate me. And it was fun. It was fun. It was a game of cat and mouse with Princess Diana, because she knew that that's how people ate, by snapping that one picture of them that could literally feed them for the rest of the calendar year. She was that sought after. This from Sylvie says, you make great sense. The ones I know are here, like Idris. Yeah. They're all in America. All the British celebrities are in America, because don't nobody want to be in the UK. You got to fight for a light underneath. You know what I mean? You got to fight for light underneath the royal family. It's crazy. This from or at two. How you doing? At two said, watch you on TikTok. Happy I caught alive. Wishing you so much success on this platform. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've been over here for quite a while. Definitely slide down the list of all of our live streams. Our live streams, mostly. That's where we're over here cutting the hell up. Okay. But yeah, you guys, this is it's an interesting news day today. Cardi B, the Lake Lanier, Kate Middleton, Boeing, and much, much, much more. Tomorrow, I'll make a footnote. We're gonna be live a little bit early tomorrow. I know Saturday, most of you guys have the day off, so we're gonna be a little early live because I have to go catch dinner with my niece. So tomorrow, we will be live here at the Nosy Bystanders. I guess we could do noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you got time, if you're at work, play us with your earbud in. And I won't yell at your bosses that you're not doing your work and you're listening to Nosy Bystanders live. But we'll be back tomorrow, which is Saturday. And then St. Patty's Day, I'm taking the day off. I feel like I should be out drinking. I'm sure there's some Irish somewhere in me. But St. Patty's Day, there will be no show, and we'll be back on Monday. So tomorrow we'll be back here at the Nosy Bystanders live at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be back on Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern here at the Nosy Bystanders live. Thank you guys again. Smash that like button on your way out. Don't be ignorant. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with more news, okay? You guys have a wonderful... Oh, you know what I just noticed? I forgot my glasses. You guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you guys. Bye-bye.